Today I'm going to talk about most people's advice on purpose and why they are wrong. I'm going to talk about why they are wrong and why most people's advice is just crap. Things that don't work, at least not for me, and I just will go deep into it talking about it today. So I hear people say follow your passion. I hear people say, you know, when you live your purpose you're always like happy, or you always feel fulfilled, or when you're living your purpose it's like follow your dream, quit your job or quit whatever you're doing, just go and live your purpose even if you don't know what it is, or try to find your purpose. Like, all of this advice sounds really good and legit, but what it actually is just a desperation. Let's be honest, because we have this idea that if we find purpose and meaning in our life will be fulfilled, when it's actually the opposite. In my own experience, is when I am fulfilled within myself, I start living my purpose. So it's not that purpose makes me feel fulfilled, it's that I'm so fulfilled that I am living my purpose, meaning I'm so complete that I don't have to seek completeness in the world. Instead, I bring value to the world because I am valuable, right? If you're feeling good, you're valuable. It's your greatest asset, is feeling good, feeling awesome, being joyful, being self-amused. These are assets, and it's when you feel complete and when you feel enough and when you stop seeking that you start to arrive at your own purpose and your own meaning. And I think that is a beautiful thing right there. It's just a beautiful thing, because it's like you almost don't deserve it when you're seeking for it. It's like you don't deserve your purpose when you're trying to seek for it, or when you have this fantasy that you will be super happy when you have your purpose. It's like when you have the idea that when I'm happy I'm gonna live my purpose, it's this idea that of a fantasy of like your ego finally getting what it wants, when it's exactly the opposite. It's like when your ego doesn't get what it wants, it's free, you see, because once you are in your ego, you're not in purpose. Okay, I don't care who you are, I don't care how much you have achieved, I don't care if you're like a superstar or anything and you're like, I have purpose. I'm like, you don't. Sometimes people say they have purpose, but it's just some egoic idea of what purpose is. Okay, to me purpose is not this grand idea of like being there to face of some good cause, right? Some people, they want to be the face of like a good cause, like they want to tell everyone how good they did so that they get validation. When to me purpose would be to be ridiculed by others, to be mocked by others, but to just still live in alignment, like Jesus. Let's look at Jesus, right? He was crucified by others. He was not liked by anyone. In fact, this is worse than people rejecting you. This is people crucifying you, right? But he lived his purpose even in spite of it not giving him anything. He didn't get anything from it besides from his soul, right? Besides living in alignment. So he was living in alignment, and that was it. It was not like he really got anything out of it. It's like he didn't get fame out of it, I mean after his death, but he didn't get anything from that in that moment besides his own soul, besides his own connection. And we live a little bit in our own ego, thinking of like, what can I get out of it? Like, how can I make money with it? How can I be successful with it, or how can I live my purpose so everyone knows I'm this good person that's doing things for others. And I'm just disgusted when I hear someone, or when I see someone like that, because I can just see it from miles away. I can just see like, you are just doing this for your own ego. It's like you're trying to give to others so that people love you and say you're a good person and stuff like that. I love someone that gives and then still says like, I didn't do that, or never talk about doing that. You see, someone is truly aligned when they are giving and they're not telling anyone, right? If you're a giving person and you're just giving someone advice, or you're just giving someone something, or you're just giving someone some money and you don't tell anyone, it's like you're doing it for your own soul. You're doing it for your own connection to your soul. You're doing it for purpose. You're doing it for purpose, not for ego gratification. You're doing it for your own purpose. And the advice that I hear from everyone else kind of leans so much from this egoic place of like, I need to find purpose, I need to seek it. What is like making you chase purpose instead of living purpose? You start to chase purpose instead of living it. Instead of moving your life in alignment with purpose, you're trying to chase purpose and not arrive, but you're trying to seek it. And everything you seek runs away from you. You try to, let's say, live your passion. It's like sometimes you don't have a passion. Sometimes you don't have something that is passionate, that is your purpose. Or even in your passion, maybe the passion is not the purpose, right? Maybe you are, let's say, a musician, and it's not the music that's your purpose, but it could be the music be a translation towards you talking about some cause, right? I saw, for example, in the Netherlands, there was this person playing harmonica or something, like how do you call it, like a harmonica, right? And that was not his purpose. His purpose was saving up money, or people donating money for this cause in Ukraine, for getting more ambulances. And he got like 3 million or something from people donating by him playing harmonica and talking about it. So did he just follow his passion? Was that what he was doing? Like, just follow your passion? No, it was like his passion was just a translation to get attention, and from there translate it into something else. So you can have purpose. My camera just stopped, so I have to restart the video. So anyways, I was talking about purpose. I was talking about this guy that played harmonica, and he gathered all this money for charity. Was his purpose playing the harmonica? It was part of his purpose, but his purpose, his cause, was deeper than that. It was for those people in Ukraine, right? To gather money for ambulances in Ukraine. That was his purpose. That was his mission. So passion is great, but most of the time passion is something that is a translation towards your purpose. And your purpose is beyond just playing harmonica, or just living your passion. And the same way I feel about most people is like they want some hope, and I love giving you hope, but I don't love to give you false hope. Okay, I can give you hope in the sense that yes, living your purpose feels better than not living your purpose. Okay, living a life aligned feels of course better than living a life that's not aligned, right? That's obvious. That should be obvious. What is not obvious to most people is that living your purpose is not going to make you happy to happy. Okay, it's not going to make you super happy. It's not going to make you feel great. Today's Blue Monday. I don't feel so good. It's Blue Monday. Of course I don't feel so good because it's Blue Monday. It's the most depressive day of the year, officially. And the funny thing was, I woke up today and it was like, I don't feel so good. And I was like, why do you not feel so good? And then I realized it's Blue Monday today. So somehow that was correlated. But even though I'm living my purpose, doesn't mean I'm happy all the time. Doesn't mean I'm feeling good all the time. It just means I'm living in alignment. I'm giving to others, and I'm giving value to others. And overall, in general, yeah, I do feel happy, I do feel good, I do feel aligned. But that's not because I'm living my purpose, it's because I live in alignment. You see, there's a big difference between some person saying they live their purpose, but all they just do is to get ego gratification. Like some celebrity says they want to raise money for a good cause, and they just be the front picture of that good cause, and they be like, yeah, like, look at what I've done, look at how much money I have donated, those kind of things, right? It's coming more from ego. It's coming less from genuine purpose, where it's like you're giving, but without really needing something of validation in return. If you're doing for validation, you're not doing it truly for a good cause, you see. So if you donate money, don't tell anyone. If you are giving to others, don't say to anyone that you did. Just do it, because for your own soul. Because as soon as you tell it to other people, it's gonna kind of ruin the whole thing, all right? So living in alignment, living with purpose, simply means, okay, simply revealing to you what it means to me, and then you can have your own conclusion and figure out your own path and figure out for your own what to do. But this is what worked for me, so I probably think it will work for you too. Is stop seeking purpose. Stop seeking happiness, or happiness through purpose. Like, once I find my purpose, I'm gonna be happy. No, okay? Just be right now, be happy right now, feel aligned right now, feel on your mission already, okay? These are just feeling states. You can make yourself feel a little bit more happy. You can feel yourself a little bit more in your mission, and you can feel yourself a little bit more aligned. And then from there, it's about moving in that alignment. So you're arriving, instead of like trying to seek, you're arriving at how I am feeling right now, living my purpose. Because how I'm feeling right now, living my purpose, I feel on a mission, not so much in an egoic sense, but more like I have direction. I feel I'm on a direction. I feel good within my body. I feel good overall. I feel good about giving to others. I feel in alignment, and I'm coming from a giving place. I'm not coming from a taking place. This is what feels aligned. This is what feels good, and that's why I'm doing it. And don't put purpose on a pedestal, would be the last thing. It's like we have this idea that you have like some Superman purpose, okay? But your purpose could be less Superman-like. It could be more, it could be smaller than that. It could be bigger than that. But it doesn't have to come from this kind of like ego Superman type of superhero vibe. You're a hero, sure, but just be a humble hero. Like, be a hero that doesn't say anything to anyone about it. Like, that doesn't brag about it, that doesn't show their face on it, that doesn't do it for validation. Just like Jesus, hanging on the cross, being crucified, not bragging about how selfless he is. Okay? Just live your purpose, no matter if it's working in your favor or not. No matter if that brings you happiness or not. Because it's your life direction. That's what it is. You see? It's your path, it's your direction, it's where you're meant to go to. You're meant to go into a certain direction, and we normally have a lot of resistance towards this, and it's just about letting go of that resistance, being in alignment, living in alignment, and even in small ways, like, I feel like drinking tea. Go drink a cup of tea, okay? If you start to be in that vibration and you feel like drinking tea, or feel like going for a walk, or going to a museum, or looking at some old pictures of yourself that inspired you, just whatever feels aligned to you. And it doesn't mean now going to a museum is your purpose. It just means that you're moving from alignment. What is key to purpose? Purpose means you're moving from alignment. Okay? You're not just giving to the world, you're also moving from alignment. Giving to the world is good, it's already a great step, but also doing it from an aligned place is very, very important. And that's when you truly are aligned with your purpose, and how you can get truly aligned to your purpose. Also, I have other videos about purpose, so check those out. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.